everybody, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope everybody is doing well. All excited about this. We have a music show from our Newburyport studios. The pride of the North Shore here. Hayley Reardon is in the house. Take it away, Hayley.
I dreamed that you were blind and I went walking, looking for the light, but then I lost it, trying to bring the right thing home to you. And I see now nothing is a waste until it runs out. I built myself a castle just to climb down and rifle through the fragments of my youth. And I've got everything I've ever felt lined up in pretty little bottles, one way in and one way out. My love, it's gonna be a while till I know who I am again after you. After you. So I wake here, floating on a cloud above the last year. And I can see the moon now as the fog clears. The stars were burning, we just looked away. And I'm grieving 100 little lives for every season. You have parts of me that I don't need, and though I tried, I could not fight the change. And I've got everything I've ever felt lined up in pretty little bottles, one way in and one way out. My love, it's gonna be a while till I know who I am again. Oh, and nothing much has changed except some blinding revelations. I am holding out my hands. A fickle heart requires patience, I know. And I'm on my way again after you. After you.
Hey, all right. Hayley Reardon, first time on the show. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You sound great. So I've had the, sometimes I get first timers and you don't really know what the voice is like. I've had the pleasure of actually getting to see you once before.
Yes.
We met at the City Winery, the tribute to David Crosby, which you did, and you were fantastic.
Thank
How was that experience for you?
Fun. So
Yeah.
fun.
It's a little madness, those things, right? You got like a bunch of different musicians who don't always get to hang out.
Yeah.
And then they're all trying to figure out how to put on a good show, right?
Exactly. Oh, yeah. And make sure you know the lyrics before the and you have to select the song. And there's 17 people that also need to like the song, and you have to fight over the songs.
And probably a room full of like diehard David Crosby fans if there's not enough pressure, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And
Yeah.
I was discovering David Crosby solo music through that. Like, I only really knew the
Yeah.
Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young stuff, so it was high pressure for the big fans, but yeah.
Well, you did great. That was a very fun night. We got to hear you. One of those voices though, where like I pretty much knew. I think everybody else there I've come across at some point, and but nice that you were like the one I did not know. So yeah, I remember you were like kind of practicing in the corner and just like warming up, and I was well, I'll just leave her alone. And then you came out and you just like belted a song out, and I was like, wow, when you're surprised, like, wow, that voice comes out of her, unbelievable. You get that a lot, probably.
Thank you. Well, I have a infamously 12-year-old looking face. So yes.
Well, no, I was very powerful. You were very good. So so tell us a little bit about yourself. What kind of singer songwriter style all the time, or what how do you identify yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I identify with folk music, singer-songwriter music,
Yep.
and the New England folk scene has been very influential in that. But I mean, in my recorded music, I've stretched far beyond folk music, and yeah, just singer-songwriter music.
Yeah.
I don't like the boundaries.
Are you a like a writer all the time? You constantly writing, or do you have to kind of force yourself to do it?
Oh, that's like the answer to that changes all the time. Go through phases where I'm writing very frequently, and then phases where I'm not writing a lot. I'm not good at forcing. I try, but I've tried to be more structured, and I'm much better when I'll write and I will never do anything with it.
Yeah.
I wait for the sort of inspired songs, or those are always the ones that I move forward with. So that is a whole situation of ebb and flow that I must accept.
I have a feeling this is not the easy answer, not one answer to this either, but do you know if it's like, if you can just bang out a song, is that usually better, or is it sometimes better like have to grind over it for a while? And
Well, for me, I've had experiences with both.
Yeah.
The grinding them out and it being better has usually come through collaboration. Like in co-writing, I've grinded it out, in a way that I'm really like grateful to have it and seen the way time and space between a song coming into being benefits me. And then in my solo process, I am very partial to the songs that just come out on their own. Maybe I'm a little like too attached to that flow state where I feel like I didn't even write it; it just came.
Has that happened before? You're like, did I write that song? Really?
Yes, and then I get hungry for that and lazy, waiting for that. So it's a mixture of both. But I've had songs that I've been very happy to have really fought for, and songs that have just come, and I'm very grateful.
All right, good. So you don't fit into any of those boxes. That's good.
I don't know.
How's the co-writer thing? Is that because I've heard a lot? Some people come in here and they're like, I experienced working with another writer for the first time, and that can be usually they find it rewarding. But I don't know. Is it always rewarding or?
Yeah, it's been a journey for me because it's been less comfortable. I lived in Nashville for a while, where co-writing is like the way.
Is that a big music place or?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like yes. Have you heard of it?
I'll answer seriously. Yes.
Yes, and co-writing is so much a part of the culture there.
Yeah.
And I struggled. Like, it was amazing for meeting people and socializing, which I love too. But I struggled. I don't know. It just didn't come as naturally to me, like writing in that way. And then over time, with a few particular writers, I went deeper and found a great working co-writing relationship with. But I'm still partial, I think, to solo writing, or it depends on the idea or the song.
Yeah.
But it's been a process for me. I didn't take to it naturally like a lot of people do, I think.
Gotcha.
So
I think I did a little. I tend not to do too many notes, as you can tell, but I do have a little bit of background on you. I believe you were on the stage at a very young age. Is that accurate?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is that deal?
Yeah.
She was 2 and she was not.
Yes, I was. Yes, touring at age 6. No, I started writing young. I was like 11 or so, and then kind of started playing open mics and things when I was 12.
12.
Yes, I had a very supportive dad who would drive me. I would print out my open mic list, and he would drive me, and I would go play them.
So you were like all in. You just wanted to do it from the beginning, or did he kind of push you too? Like, you're really good. You should get out there.
No, I mean both. I was very supported, but I wanted to play. I mean, I was terrified, but then I went to a few open mics and loved it, or loved the songwriting enough to want to share them, even though I was like Knee shaking.
So you loved your own songs, but did you also like just being in the environment of other people doing their own stuff too?
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing. It connected me. It was such a source of community and gave me really like interesting relationships out of it, like relationships I wouldn't have had otherwise with, people from different generations and interesting dynamics, even with my dad, like our relationship through music and my family and and the people and the circumstances it introduced me to were very unique and supportive. So the whole universe of it was very nourishing to me, and so that was kind of just where I naturally continued to go.
So you say you're 12, you're nervous, knees shaking, all that stuff, but you still do it. That's like, I think that hits home. We have like a lot of high schoolers and middle schoolers even that will watch this, because we do like all the school stuff, and it's a community station, so they'll flip through a lot and they'll see this. I wonder what would be like what's the advice to like that kid that like is just, because that's a huge thing, right? Public speaking, like it's like the number one fear, I think, still.
I've read that, second to death. It's crazy.
It's like,
yes.
Second to death. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, and I get it though. I mean, especially at like weird ages too, it can be really hard. At any age, it can be hard. I know adults who seriously struggle with it. Like, how did you work your way through that? 12 years old and your knees are shaking.
Yeah, I know. I was just talking to a friend whose daughter just went skydiving 1 week ago. Like,
okay, that's my fear. That's not happening.
Yeah, she jumped out of a plane, and then this week she was freaking out about having to do a public speaking thing, like panic. And I was like, she just jumped out of a plane.
A perfectly good plane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I ended up connecting. I really loved songwriting, and I wanted to share my songs. And yes, I was terrified, but I also, get a little buzz off the fear too. And my dad found way back a like performance class at Club Passim. And I had we signed up, and then it turned out that the class was canceled. And it was run by this person, Dawn White, who is also a North Shore beloved. And I ended up connecting with Dawn on my own because the class got canceled, but Passim was like, he does do private stuff. And that was really helpful. I mean, I originally went to him to help with that part of the performance piece, but he became a mentor in so many ways. But for me, it was like small things. It broke down to small things. It was like, okay, setting up the mic stand the right way, or like small things so that I could like feel in control. And then I started to love it. It's weird how the place that I was most terrified became, now I feel more comfortable on stage than like in everyday life, probably talking so
talking to me.
yeah. And also I'm so grateful like that I was so young. I'm nowhere near as brave now as I was when I was like 12, There's a different, like a lot of sometimes I look back at like how I would approach things then, and I was so much freer. So I'm grateful.
Fearlessness to it or something?
Yeah, I'm grateful to young Hayley for what she did, because I wouldn't do it now.
Whole different person.
Yeah.
I take it you've never jumped out of an airplane.
No, never. Yeah. Are you kidding? Like I hate driving on the highway. Yeah. So,
Is that true? You hate driving on that?
Yes, my God.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you get here? No.
I did drive on the highway.
Your mom is here too. Talk about support. She's in the house taking it in tonight.
Yeah, we're meeting for lunch. 2 separate cars on the highway. Yes.
So
just to get here.
That's right. Well, enjoy your lunch in Newburyport. Plenty of great spots. You got another one for us, or keep it rolling?
Yeah, sure. I will play a song inspired by winter swimming. This winter swimming craze here in New England these days. I have a friend who's a big Wim Hof follower, winter swimmer person. This ice bathing.
This is a good for the body thing.
Yes,
right?
exactly. To go in the cold water, and I always thought she was crazy for it. And I would ask her, "Why do you do it? Why do you do it?" And she always said, "It keeps me honest. It keeps me honest." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And then finally, I went with her last year on the winter solstice, and it was a snowstorm, and it was brutal. It was like just so cold. But I went immediately home after and wrote the song, which is called Honest. So I think I got a little taste of what she meant.
Hayley Reardon, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive.
I'm crying on the phone, and you're trying to make it better. I didn't wanna be alone until I wasn't anymore. And with my feet bare in the sand, I prayed on the winter solstice. If I'm flying, let me land. And if I've landed, help me notice on the horizon everything's light and the boats hang like chandeliers. And I just wanna taste it. You said nothing is wasted, but there goes another year. And if I were just honest, I might get what I wanted for one. And if I were just brave enough to feel it, I might know all I needed was love. And now nothing's as it was, but it doesn't feel that different. They said a change is gonna come, but never mention we might miss it on the horizon. Everything's light and the boats hang like chandeliers. And I just wanna taste it. You said nothing is wasted, but there goes another year. And if I were just honest, I might get what I wanted for once. And if I were just brave enough to feel it, I might know all I needed was love. Ooh, 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 hey, hey.
All right. Hayley Reardon, live at Truce House, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Outstanding.
Thank you.
The song inspired by the cold ocean.
Exactly. Good Harbor Beach. Yeah.
Oh, one of my favorite places in the
Yeah.
world. That is like one of the best beaches. I think it wins like best beach award, like, or at least makes that list or whatever.
It should. It's magical.
You go there all the time.
Yeah. Now I'm on Cape Ann and I'm there often. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic place. The
Yeah.
other spot I like is Singing Beach.
Yes. Also beautiful.
Yeah.
We're so lucky here.
It really, yeah.
Yeah.
People that like move away from here and like will live in like other middle of the country, like the ocean.
Yeah. Once you're around it, you can't. I was just talking to someone about this last night. Like
Yeah.
once you're around it, you can't unsee. You can't unknow it. You always long
Yeah.
for it again. You know. I think for me.
Yeah.
I speak for myself, but yeah.
There's weird things like that. I always think about that with like I lived in even like Hudson, Mass. I lived Central Mass for a while, and in Danvers I lived near the Beverly Airport.
Yeah.
And where I grew up near the Beverly Airport, and the planes would go over the house all the time.
Yeah.
And in Hudson, there's no flight path at all, or at least there wasn't when I lived there.
Yeah.
And so it was like glaring to me. I was like, there's something missing. I went back home. I remember for the first time, and I said, "That's it, the planes."
Yeah.
I'm not hearing the planes. Like I was like, that's what I'm missing in Hudson, you know. And I got used to it.
Yes.
It's weird.
They become embedded in your.
I know.
Yeah, in your sense of home and exactly. Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know. I remember walking the dog down my old street, the street I grew up on, in my parents' house, and I was like, the planes. That's what I'm missing. That's why I like Danvers.
We need the plane. There you go.
I know. People complain about them. It's weird because, you know, they make noise and all that. But anyway, enough about that. Sorry. I do that sometimes. I digress. Hayley Reardon in the house playing some music. Are these all newer songs or older songs or a little mixed bag you playing today? What's the deal?
Yeah, this one, honest, it just came out a few months ago. That's newer. The first song I played is a medium new.
Medium new?
rare.
COVID
Yeah.
song? Pandemic song?
Honest? Yeah, written during these well, 2021, and
times.
and then recorded, this past 2022, and I just put out, and the one before is before times 2019.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. What's you're playing a lot too. I know you had some dates. What you got dates around here, right?
Yes. On April 7th, I will be at the Music Hall Lounge nearby in Portsmouth.
I saw actually, because that's still a fairly new place. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I need maybe a year and a half or so.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
No.
You'll love it.
I'm so excited.
It's great.
Yeah, I've heard great things, and I'm really looking forward to it. So.
One of the guys you played with at that Crosby thing I saw there. I saw Will Daly play there.
Oh, perfect. Oh, he was great. He was really cool.
Oh, he's great. He's sat right there too, and I always say it's always better when they're like good people too. You know? It's
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean-
He was lovely. We got to chat a bit. He was really cool.
Yeah, super talented guy too.
Yeah.
But you will love that place.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm excited. So, and I love Portsmouth, just as I love Newburyport, and I haven't really played there. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping to.
Great
know.
music city.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that come through here always rave about Portsmouth. So that date again was?
It's April 7th.
Okay.
Friday, April 7th.
And
Yes.
are you good with the, we were joking actually earlier because I haven't like done the whole social media thing with you yet. And I realized you spelled your name Hay,
Yes.
which was tricky. And so I said, oh, we're not Facebook friends. Interesting. And then, so do you have Instagram and all that stuff? Are you good with it or do you not do it?
No, I do it.
You do it.
Yes.
I feel like it's
I'm 26.
reluctant.
It's
Are
a
you-
rite of passage. I do it. Yes.
All 26-year-olds are doing it? Yes.
Well, yeah, it is embedded in I do it. I mean, not like in a committed way, but I'm there. So I post about my shows. I'm not like posting everything, but my shows I do post. So yeah, you can
Okay.
follow along.
All right. At Hayley.
At Hayley Reardon.
Okay,
Hayley.
So Instagram's the big thing?
Yeah, that's my main place. But Facebook, I post my concerts at least, and my music page. But the best thing is my email list.
Oh.
On my website, HayleyReardon.com, you can sign up for my email list, and there I send out my
Okay.
shows and musings, and that's
Nice.
feels more homey to me.
Okay. So I think the people that watch this show know I do some reporting in Boston for the news station, and they've not forced me, but we're now on TikTok, all news people.
Oh,
yeah.
that's.
Have you had to do that one yet?
I've dabbled, but I draw a line there. It's hard. I mean, you can look me up on TikTok, and there's some videos, but
Yeah.
you won't have any consistent
You're not
source of
committed.
information on me
She's
there. Yeah.
straight up telling you she's not committed
To TikTok, no. Every manager I've ever talked to would be like, "Well, sorry, but I no, thank you."
I kind of see. I think Instagram's more user friendly. I don't need to take a stance on what social medias I like, but it's interesting because like the TikTok world just moves so quickly.
Yeah.
It's probably the more popular one actually with like
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about with this, but it's like it's just so fast moving that I'm like, it's addicting too. I think it's crazy.
Yeah. That's the thing. When you're managing your own stuff, it's like, of course, there's massive benefits of these things. But if you're the, also the user on the scrolling end,
yeah,
it's like, it's this constant trade-off, because for getting my art out there, it's super helpful. But for my actual creative process on the scrolling end, it's detrimental, like, especially if you're the way I'm wired. Yeah, I can get sucked in so easily. So
I think everybody can.
yeah, that's its goal. It's true. It's not individual. It's set up to do that. So that's a constant.
I've done that for like an hour before, and I was like, why? I was gonna walk the dog. What am I doing?
Exactly. You lose complete. It's a vortex.
Why am I here?
Exactly. It
Yeah.
is a vortex. So
That's interesting. It's
Yeah.
something we should probably all be careful of in our 10 years.
yeah, I know.
I wish I could. I'm so attached to the thing.
I know.
I don't know.
It's hard to. Yeah.
So what's winter time like on the North Shore for you? Have you been kind of taking some time off from the stage? Or I mean, I know I met you on a stage, but have you been playing like a full schedule, would you say, or kind of toning it down a little bit?
No, I've been pretty relaxed. I've been focused on writing. I had been in Europe. I was living in Europe and touring very hard there, and kind of longing for home. So yeah, I'm living in Cape Ann, and I have a winter rental, and I'm writing, and it's very peaceful. I'm very
Okay.
happy to. So I'm playing some shows. I'll be at the lounge. Sorry, I always say that, and in Northampton, and some stuff here. But I'm mostly focused on writing right now.
Okay. Where in Europe and when? When did you get back?
I came back in September, but it's a very long on and off story. First, I was living near Munich in 2021 for 6 months for an artist residency. I had been back and forth touring all the time and recording in Barcelona, and then this past year I moved to Berlin. Yeah, but it's been like a 3-year saga of back and
Wow.
forth of not really, really being a nomad and touring very heavily there. So I've had amazing experiences, but I'm now kind of trying to ground.
A nomad.
Yes. Yes.
What's the response like when you go overseas? Is that just like for somebody who like you who's loved just getting on stage and playing your own music and just seeing what the reaction is? It must be like super exciting doing that overseas.
Oh yeah, it's very cool. And it's like a very interesting like study on like the collective psyche of different cultures. Like it's really interesting. Just like even rooms that I wouldn't play in here, like a really rowdy bar just wouldn't work here for my quiet music. And it's interesting how in places in Europe I can be in a room that looks exactly the same and is the same energy level and the same, vibe, and yet the concert works because people are different. They interact with live music different. And yeah, it's been very interesting, and I've made a lot of friends and toured in a very grassroots way, which is always really cool for just experiences and meeting people. And
they're better listeners than us.
Oh, in Germany for sure. In Germany,
love the Germans.
I do love Germany. I do.
Yeah.
And I've spent a lot of time in Spain too, working and recording, and that's an amazing, in a different way, amazing. Like the people connect so deeply. The Germans are amazing listeners. In Spain, they're like, they just feel it, and that's really cool.
They like being a part of it, right?
Well, they're open. Like here, you can feel in a show where you have to like. You can feel like the slow, if you're gonna get them, if you're gonna pull them in, you can feel the slow like cracking open. And in Spain, my experience has been like they're already open. You like as a collective. I can't speak for it, but just the energy of the concert. So that's been a cool exploration.
I bet.
Yeah.
Man, so that's fun. So that's a good. How do you get into what is it, an artist residency? You said.
Yeah, initially, well, I had been touring a lot in German-speaking countries because I was working with an agency there that booked in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and then I would kind of work my way out from there, like into Scandinavia, but then through that came an artist residency in Dachau, which is next to Munich, which is famous for there being a concentration camp there. They're a memorial now, and yeah, they have an artist residency program where they have international artists come live and kind of like reignite the city with positive. Amazing where that guitar can take you, huh? Yeah, exactly. And voice. Yeah, so that just came through that. That's a good experiment around here, I think. I think we need to take you to a like a really loud, obnoxious bar. Let's try. And then you do it, and I think you win. We'll see. Can we try this? I don't know. Sure. We'll bring a camera. It'll be a behind the scenes. Yeah. Then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that someday. Social experiment. If you're up for it, I think you win over. We'll pick a rowdy night, and I guarantee you'll win them over. Okay. All right. I'm here for it. All right. We'll do it. Let's try it. It'll be, Hayley Reardon in the house here, live at Drew's House, Joppa Afternoon Drive. A thank you to the Sarahs, Sarah Blackstone, the boss, Sarah Hayden in the house, our small but mighty team here in Newburyport, keeping our show running and really doing all the hard work, as I always say, as I just get to talk to interesting people and listen to music like Hayley's here. You got another one for us? Yes. What are you thinking? This song is related to all of that, to the travels and adventures. This is called The Little Sadness, and I wrote this one as a co-write with a songwriter named Ryan O'Reilly. All right, Hayley Reardon, live at Drew's House, Joppa Afternoon Drive. On the long ride to Munich, I was glad to be alone. I saw the future like a blanket on the foggy mountain roads. When it was too late to go back and too early to call home, I thought everyone I love is asleep out there. And I've got all of this new life I've got to put somewhere. I've got to put somewhere. A man whose name I can't pronounce, and a waitress he'd once loved, took me dancing in a part of town that they were both fond of. When it was too late to go back and I had nowhere to call home, I thought everyone they love is asleep out there.
And I'm just passing through on my way somewhere, on my way somewhere. And here comes the little sadness. Here comes the little sadness again. 'Cause you can't take it with you, but for a moment I'll pretend. No, you can't take it with you in the end. On the night of some election, we were walking in the park. It was dusk and there were people out, guns strapped upon the guards. And I was noticed by some strangers as they waited for the train. Someone was talking about America and asked me to explain. And I said, everyone I love is asleep out there. And I forgot I have a life of my own somewhere, of my own somewhere. And here comes the little sadness. Here comes the little sadness again. Like a story I won't tell you, like a letter I can't send. 'Cause you can't take it with you in the end. No, you can't take it with you in the end.
Ooh. Hayley Reardon, very nice. That was beautiful. Hayley Reardon live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive, playing some songs for us today. As we kind of move out of winter, I'm going to start saying that. We're moving out of winter. Spring is great. Here we go. I'm excited about that. But that's all right. So you have this, you've probably heard this before, if I'm guessing, but you have this way of like with lyrics that like as soon as they're clear and like they bring you to a certain place. Like I can picture exactly, like, I don't know if that words are being weird right now, but you know what I mean? Like when you can visualize like the mountains, I saw the road. It's just a cool moment in music that I really like when you can be taken to a different place. I love that about you.
Thank you.
You're great with that.
Thank
Certain
you.
people, I love those songs to do that to you. So Hayley Reardon here live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope you're all doing well out there. Let's see. What's a good one for you? We got a busy spring. Is like spring a time when music comes alive for you? Like,
Hopefully. Hopefully this spring. Yeah.
But like some people do like what you've done is kind of like try to get a peaceful winter place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like,
Oh, it's my new formula. I love it.
and do a lot of writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And I mean, the writing, I'm working on it, but I do have a hope that my creative psyche follows the seasons and blooms a bit in the spring, because I have a lot of gestating ideas that aren't coming so easy. But yeah, I hope so that by spring we're flourishing.
I like the hand word.
Creatively.
You have very genuine style about you. You're not like completely like anybody else, which is a very good compliment, I think. I always think that's kind of what you want. But are there like influences that you draw off of that you just like really learn stuff from?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Even people you don't know, just from listening, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, there's so much. I love singer-songwriter music. You know, I love this singular perspective. Like that's always been very interesting to me, as opposed to I mean, I love all music, but it's such a different energy, like a band thing versus the singer-songwriter. It's so singular, and that's very rich to me. So I love Patty Griffin. I love Gillian Welch. I love Laura Marling. I love a lot of singer-songwriters. You know.
Yeah. There's something. This probably is that adrenaline you were talking about earlier that you kind of get that buzz off of, but like just to be able to go into a place with just you and your guitar, like it's all on you to capture a room. It's not like the band can pick you up or anything, like that sort of pressure is not pressure, but that sort of adrenaline rush is like probably what you feed off of a little bit.
Yeah, it's both. I mean, and it can be very freeing too, because it is just like, but it's also a tall order. And sometimes I've gotten solo has been my thing. So the more I play with other people, like I've been playing a lot in Europe, at least with a guitarist from Spain that has really opened me up to like, wow, it's also so nice to not be alone, like to have like a, musical soulmate who's vibing with you in that way. So, I've been so hooked on the solo singer-songwriter thing that there's still much to explore in terms of the colors and experiences that come with collaborating live. But yeah, the singer-songwriter solo thing is very cool to me.
Have you done the band thing in the past?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, but never in a extended touring way.
Yeah.
Also financially, like it's very hard to travel with the band. So I have, but only in a few shows here, a few shows there. So it's hard to reach that like gelledness that you can reach even as a solo thing from repetition with that. But
well, you have that capturing thing that gets people, because not everybody has that. It's a hard thing to have when you can just walk into a room by yourself and do that. So you're impressive.
Thank you.
This is Hayley Reardon again, by the way, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Again, thank you to Sarah Blackstone, Sarah Hayden. What do you hope for the spring and into the summer? Do you, is it going to be kind of, are you like the kind of person that when you get playing, you're like, let's keep going, let's ride that wave? Or do you have to like watch your voice? I bet you do have to take care of your voice, because
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely. I've learned my lesson with that in some ways, but also with my voice, it's the more I'm using it, it's like a muscle. When I'm touring, it's always at its best, actually.
I've heard that. That's like definitely true, huh?
Well, I don't know. I think it depends. Like I've worked on because I had a season of my singing life where I was really doing a number, but now, as long as I'm singing healthily, it just feels stronger the more I'm touring. But I'm working on balance. So I would like to maintain a healthy momentum, and also that's my word for 2020.
The way that you the way you said that really made me feel that you were definitely working on balance.
Yes.
There was a lot of truth behind that. I could feel it.
Yes.
All right. Well, first time on the show, what we usually do to end the show, I know you're going to play us out with one too, but we usually to put our first time guests to a rapid fire section of the show.
Okay.
So it's just first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
They're not hard questions, but we've seen people really struggle.
Okay. Okay. Good. Well, then I know.
I'll tell you. I'll ask you the one. Tell a funny story about that. All right. Ready?
Okay.
Hayley Reardon, rapid fire. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite book?
Oh God.
Or TV show? I usually give people the option: book or TV show.
There's so many. Choosing a favorite. Oh, see, look. Favorite. I want to say favorite book, but it's a very complicated question. Okay. I'm gonna say a top favorite is called Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin.
Okay.
Giovanni's Room.
Okay.
It's a deep cut, but I'm gonna say it. Yeah.
Okay with your answer?
Yes, I'm okay with it.
Good one for you. Favorite city in the world?
Ooh. Oh God.
Oh yeah, wheels are spinning.
I'm so bad at this, aren't I? There's so many.
Okay.
I love Copenhagen.
Okay.
Yes.
Good, very good. Favorite venue you've ever played at? Like just the room, whether it be the audience, I don't know, just the best night you ever had playing. Just I'll play there anytime.
I've played in a lot of like unique spaces. There is a flower farm in the Alps in Austria that I played in, like within the greenhouse. It was like beautifully curated, stunning. That was a very special place to play.
Worst place.
Worst place I've played.
You don't have to really single them out, but
I've played in some bars. Some bars.
All right, we'll take that as the
some
answer.
Tough bars.
I don't want to get too specific. Yeah. I feel like that gets mean. Favorite movie?
Almost Famous.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
So that's the funny one. I asked somebody that on the show. I feel bad because I feel like I say this story too often. I hope she doesn't watch all the time. But there were three people on there total, and she answered. I forget what she answered, but she goes, "I lied. I've never seen that." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, I don't know. I blacked out. I got nervous.
It's just, no, it is a lot of
Yeah.
pressure. I know it's like you
Yeah.
forget everything you know about yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened. I was a little, I think
never
we
seen it.
just laughed to finish off the show, which was pretty funny. All right. We'll end with this one for you. What is the, like I said, we got a lot of like youngsters that watch this show and all that. What is the best professional or career advice that you would give like the middle school kid out there?
Ooh. Oh God, this one is also hard. Not to go with what's flowing and not force what isn't. You know, like all the fruits lie in your strengths rather than trying to fix your weaknesses, which has been a long journey for me so far. So yeah.
Very good. It's a hard question. I know.
Yeah.
Well, Hayley Reardon, this has been a blast. You sound excellent. I was a fan the first time I saw you. I'm a big fan now, of course. Thank you so much for coming to Newburyport. Thanks for bringing Mom. I know
Yeah, hi Mom. She's here. We're gonna go have lunch. Newburyport lunch.
Newburyport lunch. There you go. I don't know where you're going, but go have fun out there somewhere. It's a good day for it. And thank you to the Sarahs, Sarah Blackstone, Sarah Hayden, our small but mighty team here in Newburyport that gets it done. Live music shows in Newburyport. They do not get any better than that. And Hayley Reardon's been great. You want to play us out with one, Hayley?
Yes.
It's been great to have you on. Can we book you into the second? You got to come back. When we like you, we force you to come back. It's
For sure.
Okay.
I would love to.
Very good. Go find her, everybody. Live at True's House, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hayley Reardon brings us home.
I keep telling myself to put it all in a song. It's a lot cleaner than calling. And I'm still telling myself that I can't get it wrong. It's all just us spinning and falling. And I used to pray to your dad. I don't think I ever told you that. And when we slept beside each other, our dreams would bleed together. And I've been thinking about everything I shoved down, everything that I left unspoken. But I guess you figured it out, 'cause baby I left it to you to decipher what I couldn't bear to. And I used to pray to your dad. I don't think I ever told you that. And when we slept beside each other, our dreams would bleed together. Is there a little room inside of you where I will always be a window looking out on everything, a nosebleed seat, and I don't need to fill a stadium, just a single chair to know that everything that burns in me will burn in you somewhere. And I used to pray to your dad. I don't think I ever told you that. And when we slept beside each other, our dreams would bleed together. Our dreams would bleed together.